Good morning, everybody. Playing with the X6100 this morning, and I'm using the RC1BU software, and just kind of going back and forth in between it and the factory just to see what the difference is. One difference I can tell is, if you're into this kind of thing, the CW decoder on the RC1BU software works way better. You hear how light that signal is? Now it doesn't pick, it's like any decoder, it doesn't get everything. I could compare, here I'll do this. So I could do this. So far this right here has been probably the better software that I've seen. That actually, it just works. And I mean, that's a really light signal. So definitely one thing I like about, I mean, I'm learning CW and I can tell what they're saying, so I know it's right. Now sometimes, it doesn't get it, just like there. Depends on somebody's skill level or however if it comes together. This one right here, I wish they could use this Morse Expert software in there. It works really good. But see, this one actually puts in the pro signs too. See, this one don't. See, it didn't even get the pro sign because it didn't read what it was. This one did. And those signals are a little light. It's kind of a pileup. Let's see if I can find. But it just comes on. I've got it set so when I go into the CW section, this already just comes on. And it's nice while I'm learning. I mean, I'll eventually get where I don't need it at all. But even as weak as that signal is, it's still getting a lot of it. So you can barely hear that. And it's still getting, So, it takes just a minute, but here, I'll show you. I'm on 14.48. Let's power it down. And we'll go to the factory software. And one cool thing about the RC1BU software is all you got to do is get the SD card out and then power it back up, and it'll be into the factory software. I think I said I was on 14.48. So let's go. I'm already on there. Okay, now let's turn on. You heard how low it was before. With the other one, I don't have to adjust anything on the RCBU software. So I'm assuming, I don't know if it's kind of like the Morse Expert software, like it already finds the speed and all that stuff on its own. Now I can play with these, but I mean, even there, you can hear how clear that is. I mean, even if I adjust the speed, change hands here. Sorry, I'm just holding the camera, so it's a little shaky, but same frequency. So like I shouldn't have to get off of that frequency and get it fine-tuned or nothing. It just, you know what I mean? It's definitely needs some work, because even that says words per minute here 20, so it's not even adjusting for the word speed or anything like this one does. That was 21, so even if I move that up to what this is catching, and see, those are E's. I mean, that thing ought to be able to pick that up easy. So anyway, let's turn it back off. It takes a little longer for the RC1BU software to come up. But again, just to go back into the software, all I got to push in the SD card. I try to wait just a few seconds in between me turning this thing on and off, because I don't do it a lot. I'm just going to do it kind of for this video. So now, like I say, it takes a little longer for this software to boot up over the factory. But that's just one of the things I like about it. Now, some things about the factory software I don't like, and then some things I do. And some things about this software I don't like, and then some things I do. So it's nice that you can go in between them depending on what you're doing. Like if I'm just staying on a frequency, and see, it's already in there. And it's just decoding. See, I mean, it's like any other one, it misses some, but that's super quiet. See, like I can't even hardly hear him, he's so weak. But it's still decoding like that. I mean, I heard him hit that 8. I mean, it's... And like I say, I mean, decoding software ain't none of it perfect. So, I mean, even this one's getting some... And like I say, he's super weak. And it's just decoding. Ish. Like I say, nothing better than your ear. But I bet it'll get this one. Yeah, you can see that there, like it got the 7, but it didn't get the rest of the 3. So like 73, 73, it didn't get all of that. So still buggy, but at least it has something. So like I say, the factory one, man, I've had it work a couple of times, and then it's like it just works when it wants to. I see, I missed that one, the 0. But anyway, just showing it off because, like I say, this one, it just works. I mean, and there's a question mark. See, so I got that one right. And see, it changes by itself. So once I go up into that portion, and it automatically puts it up. I can turn that off if I want. This is what the speed it picks up on its own, so it's already starting to do. So anyway, I mean, yeah, that's just one thing I like about it for sure. I mean, it looks pretty cool too, though. The only bug I've really had with it though is when I turn it on. Sometimes I go to scroll the VFO, and the spectrum and the waterfall will just freeze. Radio still work. I can still hear. I can still scroll, and you know, do everything. It's just the waterfall and the spectrum just freezes up. But other than that, that's the only bug I've had. You see, like this guy, I'm even off of his frequency. So anyway, just wanted to show that off. Sorry for the shaky video. I was just sitting here looking at it and thinking in a squeaky chair. But anyway, y'all have a good day. AK4PJ.